Tony, not to start this with a defensive question, but how much, when you see 3 on the board late, how much do you just marvel at what Coach V is doing?
Hey, I go against him every single day, and I know the passion and just the football IQ that he has, and I mean, he's going to work extremely hard to put together a plan to help his young men be successful. So late in the game for us, obviously we don't talk about much outside the program, but I mean, he's the best in the country. He's the best in the country at what he does, and that's the reason why we are where we are offensively. Jeff and I, are at a great point in our careers where we get to go against him every single day, in practice, and I think that's what helps us to be poised and calm during the course of the game, to be able to find adjustments, because we know every single day, especially in fall camp, every day we go in after practice, it's the same feeling. We got to find some adjustments, but we always, encourage our guys and encourage each other as coaches that, hey, this is what is going to pay off once we get into the season, because we get to see all these different looks from Brady.
From a play calling standpoint today, was it difficult to kind of get into a smooth rhythm with the offense against their defense?
Elko's one of the top. I think he's considered one of the top in the country, and I got a tremendous amount of respect for him. Every year we played him at Wake Forest, and then playing here the last couple of years, and he's had all off season. And I thought last time we played him down here in College Station, he did an unbelievable job of really having being honed in on some of our tendencies. So early on, we were trying to break some tendencies, just kind of cat and mouse, see how he was going to play us, not just line up. So there were a couple of things, and then he had some good calls in some situations where we were pulling some guys, created a couple of TFLs. So early on, it was more just cat and mouse. No frustration there. We knew that finally we were going to settle in and see what his plan was, and we were able to find the running game. And I think Lindsay came in and gave us a spark, and then Trevor, we dropped a couple balls, but for the most part, Trevor was putting the ball where he needed to be.
What's it say to have Lindsay as your leading rusher today? I don't think many people thought coming into the game he'd come out of there with that identity.
No, I think that's just because of what Travis has done, over his career, but also too with Travis's success that everybody's gunning for him. So whenever number 9's on that field, they're going to be honed in on him in the run game. So it was good for Lindsay to be able to come in there, and he made a lot of plays last year. It was kind of towards the end of the game, so maybe some people didn't pay attention, but he's an explosive guy, and all he needs is a crease. So it's really good for him in this situation to come in and spark us, and it's really going to help us going forward, because now teams have to honor him when he comes in the game, and that also takes some pressure off of Travis. He doesn't feel like he's got to hit the home run every time he's in there, because he's got a good running mate that can create some balance for him.
Tony, how important was it to get Travis Etienne in the passing game today?
That's an area where he wants to grow. We want him to grow, and for him, it was a career number of catches in the game, and it's really good for him to get involved in the passing game. And so once they were stopping the run early on, or we just weren't having quite the consistency that we wanted, we knew we had to get him the ball. I mean, if you get him in space, he's going to make something happen. So really good for him and his confidence in catching the ball out of the backfield, and hopefully going forward, that'll just give him the confidence down the road to continue to be effective.
Tony, we asked Jeff, what do you think about Mario Rodgers and his progress and being able to get the game and play the game like so many?
I don't know the exact number of days, but that's probably one of the fastest returns of play that I've witnessed from that injury. So it's really a testament to the young man, his mindset, his mentality, his work ethic, the way that he conditions. And I've said it before, and hopefully now people will understand what I meant when I said it. He prepares like a pro. So prior to the injury, all the work that he did prior to really is the reason why he was able to come back as fast, because he put in so much work, so strong, takes care of his body, so he was in condition to be able to respond that quickly. So just really happy for him to get out there and get some game action, and that's going to help us down the road, both offensively and in special teams.
Tony, I asked Jeff this.
Like kind of double coverage. It's really takes backside. That takes some trust.
Right, and those guys work extremely hard together, developing that chemistry to have that trust. And T is proven over and over. You just get it in his catch radius. More times than not, he's going to come down with it. So I think that's just the trust factor that Trevor has. That once I get it close, my big boy's going to come down with it. So it's good for him.
There's a drill I saw before the game. Maybe I'm just being naive, but the assistant coach was throwing slightly behind the receivers. That's probably not something new. You're just creating a little stress there.
Right, and even a long time ago when I coached wide receivers, we would always work on that back shoulder ball, balls on the back hip. So you're always trying to prepare these guys, because you never know where the ball's going to be. And then once it gets inside your catch radius, the expectation is that you come down with the football and you find a way to catch it, whether it's slowing your body down down, making a baseball turn. You do a lot of different things to try and drill that muscle memory. So no, that's not new to football. And, it's become over the last couple of years. It's become a big part of football. If teams want to play over the top, and try to sit on top of routes and not let you throw it over the top, then obviously you got to work the back shoulder ball.
What does it do for this team to be challenged early, to not play great in the first quarter, have to come from behind? What does that do for this team going forward to have success doing?
I think it's huge. It's a big confidence booster for the entire team, but in particular offensively. We were challenged both coming into the game, and then once we got into the game early on to kind of figure out the cat and mouse. And the guys never panicked. They kept their poise. They continued to trust in the plan. They trusted in the coaches, knowing that we were going to work as hard as we possibly could to make the adjustments to find the right schemes for them. And they just kept playing. And eventually, I think that confidence is what allowed them to take over the game there in the second quarter, and then have a couple of good drives there in the second half to put it away.
What do you think of Trevor's performance? Obviously, he threw that late interception, but otherwise, it seemed like a nice bounce back.
Trevor's my quarterback, man. He played quarterback today. And anytime you're going against Coach Elko and his defense, especially when we knew they were very experienced on the back end, it's probably the strength of their defense. And we were trying to figure out what to do in the run game, but I thought his decisions were really, really good in the RPO game. And again, too, you look at, there were a couple of balls and a couple of opportunities that we missed. There were a couple of opportunities that we would have converted some first downs, stayed on the field, and then also there was one down the middle of the field there that we were hoping that we were going to come down with. So for the most part, with the exception of that interception, he just left it a little bit short. And he'll continue to work on that. But overall, Trevor's Trevor. He's going to come to work every single day, and where he has opportunities to get better, he's going to identify those. He's going to go back to work this week and try to come out and play his best game versus Syracuse.